Are we good? Levels is good. Levels is good. Levels is good. Level is nice. Levels is... Hold on, let me see something. I ain't want to... I want to use the other one. Let me switch up. Let me switch up on y'all. Boom. Okay. When the other monitor comes on, then I know we good. When the other monitor comes on, then I know we okay. We straight. We 6 o'clock. Here we are, the third. Well, we representing the 2nd of June, but it has kind of crossed over into the 3rd of June, but we still have to finish up Tuesday business. Pretty Petty Tuesday all up in your area. Pretty Petty Tuesday all up in the area. Yo, how y'all feeling today? How's everybody? Y'all good? Levels is good. Levels is good. Levels good. My name is Sir75. I do things my way. I really don't care what nobody say. Today we got some unfinished business. What is this? I'm trying to get with the real thing, but this thing doesn't seem to want to get back on the track, and I don't really know how to tell people how to act, but it's right and exact. It's going to be the way that it is today, and yo, I won't obey no kind of way that's not on the right way, but I'm going to have a little something to say. Hey. All right, so today we're talking about your people take some getting used to. When your people take some getting used to, do y'all know what I'm talking about when I talk about when your people take some getting used to? Have you ever met somebody and upon meeting them, they are really not your cup of tea? And not necessarily because you are getting, you may be getting a bad vibe from them, but you may be questioning whether you're giving them a real legitimate chance because you really have just met them. You really don't know them like that. And but they're giving you this energy. They're giving you these vibes. They're giving you these reasons to like kind of, I don't know, observe the situation, not have a lot of faith in what you're seeing, or they straight put you on notice. Put you on notice in the way of, yo, what's up with your mans? Sometimes when you meet a friend of a friend, and yeah. Well, let me tell y'all a little something about what inspired me to even think along these lines. Last night on last night's show, we were talking about AJ Brown getting traded from the Eagles, and we were talking about what teams can expect to do what last night. Whatever. We had a nice little football situation, a football situational call. So I was thinking about how AJ Brown has been traded from the Philadelphia Eagles to the New England Patriots. And that's what he wanted, but now it's all coming out that he had wanted that trade because of off the field issues. It didn't have anything to do with what was going on the field. But AJ Brown, being the kind of person that he is, the kind of man that he is, definitely being a chatty patty, definitely being divisive, but on the low, even willing to shoot himself in the foot and drag the team with him in order for him to solidify his exit out of town. You have to ask yourself, what kind of superstar player would request a trade off of a team that just won the Super Bowl and was 4-0 on an undefeated season after the Super Bowl? What has to be going on for a player to request a trade in a situation like that? Well, we're finding out. It was over some women. A woman. It was over a woman. Now, rumor has it that AJ Brown was involved on the side with his massage therapist. And the former edge rusher of the Eagles, Hassan Reddick, was also involved with her. Jalen Hurts knew about it. Other members on the team knew about it. even the front office knew a little something about it. And so it started a downward spiral. It was a funny thing because when Hassan Reddick was traded to the New York Jets and he sort of refused the trade, and the money that he was asking for was definitely money that the Eagles could have given him. But for some reason, they didn't want to give it to him, even though he was a top performer. Well, now we can look at it and say, oh, it's because there were personal off the field issues going on between he and AJ Brown. So they chose AJ Brown over Hassan Reddick. And now we have to wonder if that was the right thing. And we also have to wonder if AJ Brown had not intentionally dropped those passes or had some miscues during the Eagles playoff game when they lost to the San Francisco 49ers. Because you remember he dropped 3 key passes that were easy catches. And now we have to wonder, did he drop them or did he drop them? Did he drop the whole team? So I'm thinking like, wow, I didn't know AJ Brown personally, but he was never my favorite player. He wasn't even really one of my favorite players, and I couldn't figure it out. And I don't like to not give people the benefit of the doubt, but when you get the feeling, like when I was starting to see some of his off the field antics, and actually, the way he dealt with the media and all of that, and kind of throwing rocks and hiding hands, I really don't like that kind of thing. A team sport is a team sport, and one person cannot win in a team sport. And we saw that. But it looks like he chose to divide the team, and now he's separated from the team. But he got what he wanted. He wanted that trade. The New England Patriots were his childhood favorite team. That was his dream team to play for. And now he's going to get his wish. And I got my wish too. Now I can get my team back and hopefully they can be back on track. But I was thinking, when thinking about this show, I was thinking like, wow, maybe if I had gotten to know AJ Brown personally, maybe it would have either exacerbated or solidified my negative feelings towards him, or maybe I would have realized that he just took some getting used to. Like maybe he was just a little one way looking over this side, but when you got to know him, he was different on this side. I don't know. But there have been other people in my life that I've come across where it took me a while to warm up to him. And I'm sure that it has taken some people a while to warm up to me. So maybe there was just something about me when they met me that they just didn't like and they couldn't verbalize it, but maybe they just got a feeling. But I've had people who became friends of mine later say, like, when I first met you, I really didn't like you. Just being honest or transparent or whatever they would say. And they say, but when I got to know you, I didn't realize how cool you were. And I'm like, damn, what about the people who never got a chance to be around me or never got a chance to really know me or got to see that I was a cool dude? They left with the impression like, who knows the kind of moves that they have made in negative ways to stop other people from getting to know me. And y'all may have experienced some of that in your life. Have you ever been in a situation in your life where for some reason somebody wouldn't give you a chance? Somebody you needed a chance from. Maybe it was a love interest, a man or a woman. Maybe it was a job. You really wanted that job. You needed that job. It was a good income for you. Maybe it was some kind of other opportunity that would have led to other opportunities. Maybe getting into a school that you really wanted to go to so you could get the kind of educational opportunities that you were looking for. But whatever it was, those first impressions of you were not given, were not expressed freely or given freely or whatever. You know what I am talking about. I hope you know what I'm talking about, because this is what we talking about. This is what we talk about. This is what we talk about. But we're going to get into this thing all the way hard body. This is the Daily Go Getterism show. As a matter of fact, as a it's the daily. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me get right. This time I'm a little tired today. I haven't had the best of days, but I got to leave all that in the rear view, and we just going to go ahead and turn up. So it's the daily. It's the Daily Go Getterism show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it whiz? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking all fast lane, no coasting, and everything is gonna be all right. We talking about your people need some getting used to tonight. Tonight? But this is what I got to say to all of my people who don't give people a fair shake or a fair chance when that's all they were asking for, a chance to prove themselves. So let's go. This is for all of y'all. Let this be your anthem for all of my people who have been maligned, for all of my people who have not gotten a fair shake, for all of my people who were not afforded a good chance. First of all, please hit the like button. I would appreciate that. As people come in and out of the room, please hit the like button. That's all I ask of you. What's going on, my peoples? What's going on, T. Carey? Right, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And Talmadge Thompson, what's good? Talmadge Thompson and Jessica Stokes, how you feeling? Thanks for coming by. Marvina Bigby, what's good? All right, I got something for y'all. This is y'all anthem for this summer. This is how we doing it this summer. Hold on. Come on. Yeah. It's for your haters. What? It's for your haters. Yeah.
Please stop fucking with me.
Please stop that shit.
Please stop fucking with me. Please stop fucking with me.
What? Stop it.
Please stop fucking with me.
It's not a request, yo.
Please stop fucking with me.
Please stop fucking with me. Get off my back, y'all. Get off my back, y'all. Yo, on your job.
Please stop fucking with me.
People in your fam.
Please stop fucking with me.
Neighbors on your street.
Please stop fucking with me.
People out there in the traffic.
Please stop fucking with me.
Random kids around the way.
Please stop fucking with me.
People acting like they know you.
Please stop fucking with me.
Cut that bull. Come on, y'all.
Please stop fucking with me.
Please, yo.
Please stop fucking with me.
For the minute I'm being nice.
Please stop
Yeah.
fucking with me.
Stop that.
Please
Stop that. Stop that.
fucking with me.
Available on O-Tunes, baby.
Please stop fucking with me.
Please stop that.
Please stop
Please.
fucking
Please.
with me. Please stop
Come on, y'all. Turn up.
with me.
Turn up.
Please stop fucking with me.
That's how we doing it.
Please
Summer 2026.
stop
This is our
fucking with
anthem.
me.
This is our anthem.
Hope you are done fucking with me.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Queen Monica all up in the area. Hey, what's up, Evil? What's that, Evil Eyes? Or Evil, I don't know. Evil Eyes, that's what's good. Let me see, we must secure the existence of our people and a future for black and white children. I've never heard anything like that said before. And let's see, is that Carlo? No, Carlotta Butler? Carlotta Butler? What's up, y'all? That's our anthem. That's our, and you know what? Hold on. We're gonna play it live for y'all. We're gonna play it loud for y'all. I need y'all to sing it just in case y'all don't understand how we getting down. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Please stop fucking with me. 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 Troll, stop fucking with me. Troll, stop fucking with me. Yeah, this how we get down. You don't understand, son, don't fuck around. I come here every night at 1, and I do this shit for 2 hours till it's done. Sometimes I bail out an hour and a half, but best believe when I get on my staff, I make sure that we always on the job. Yo, we always not to steal and rob. We make sure that we keep turning up. Y'all think we wasn't hype, yo, but yo. Yo. All right, we good. Levels is good. Levels is good. Levels is good. Please hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Son752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Getimism. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show, and we are talking about your people take some getting used to. Your people take some getting used to. Hold on. Let me get a few things straightened out on my side. Get a few things straightened out on my side. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to get my seat. And we are ready to rock. We good? We good? Thank you. My brother, Jeff Sprayberry, is all up in the house. What up, Jeff? How you feeling, my dude? All right. So, we got somebody spamming. You don't want to do that, Taff Leezy. Don't spam. Don't spam. I will get you up out of here. I will get you all the way on up out of here. And I don't want to do that. Let's see. Stay in dime biz. You pressing this old man about checking in. Why I explained a lot. The fuck out of here. Fuck both of y'all. You understand? I clap back. Fuck both of y'all. Trust me. All right, Vince Carter knee cartilage. Damn, that's your name? Vince Carter knee cartilage? Say, yeah, bro. You jumble your words again. You out of here. Yo, fuck you. I do whatever the fuck I want to do. Bye. I don't expect another comment from you. I don't expect another comment from you. You can go ahead and look at all the other people online playing games or having a religious show. You could do all of that shit. I don't give a fuck about you. your mama or none of your friends. You come around here with that bullshit. Her son clap back. Bow, bow, bow. And you go. You go. You go. You go. You keep it moving. You keep it moving. What's going on, Andre? What's up, man? Haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you, son. Good to see you. Good to see you. So we good. So we good. Y'all ready? So we talking about they take some getting used to. When was the last time you been around somebody that took some getting used to? Like, you might not have been feeling them. They might have gave you the willies or some bad vibes. Like sometimes there's just something about a person that just doesn't sit well with you, and you can't always put your finger on it, but you just know that. Hey, like I said, it could be me. I've had this issue with a lot of people over my lifetime. I'm used to it. I'm more surprised when people gravitate towards me than if they stay away. I ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? I'm like the high price shit, the top shelf liquor. Like everybody ain't gonna be able to get this. And I'm not saying that because it's my value. Just some things. For all my alcohol drinkers out there, you know how some people like alcohol like Sambuca or like Southern Comfort it sort of tastes like black licorice to me. It sort of tastes like black licorice to me. I couldn't get with it. I didn't like it. But other people, they say, oh yeah, Sambuca, some Southern Comfort, whatever. That was their thing. Like maybe with their palate or for their alcohol of choice, it worked for them, but it didn't work for me. I didn't like the taste or even the buzz that it gave me when I drank it. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. If that's all you got in your liquor cabinet, I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking tonight. I'm not drinking tonight. Jeff said, no soup for you. I love soup. Hello from Whitechapel, London. What up? What up? What's his name? Claudine Marie Johnson. Well, thanks for coming through. All my people in the UK doing the damn thing. So I guess when you say UK, you're talking about London, right? Because, it includes Wales, Ireland, Scotland. But I assume that you talking about. You said the London, UK. Okay, my bad. I got to get on my shit. Demon Bunny Queen says, do you be farting? I guess after I be eating. It says, what's the name of this? Absintha? Absinthe? I've never heard of that. It says, my fave. It's the best thing ever. But it's straight black licorice. Okay. So that's some kind of liquor. Okay. So you understand what I'm talking about. So it's not for everybody. Your tongue has to be set up a certain kind of way in order for you to enjoy it. I can dig it. Well, I stopped drinking years ago, a good many years ago, 2012 to be exact. So, we coming up on 14 years. But I remember when I did drink, I had alcohol of choice. And if it wasn't going down like that, it wasn't going down like that. Malibu rum. Okay. Rum is one of those things too. A lot of people who like straight liquor don't like rum. Rum is a different kind of tasting liquor. Like, vodka drinkers are vodka drinkers. So it's either top, medium, bottom, medium, or top shelf. So we talking about either Nikolai, Absolute, or, I guess, what's that, white, Grey Goose. I'm talking about white something. Grey Goose, Belvedere years ago. They be coming up with all kinds of different top shelf liquor. Like how you just came out and you already a top shelf liquor. But you know. And same thing with cognac. You know, cognac is nothing but brandy. That's what it is. It's just fermented a little different. It's brandy. So, yeah, well, you know. Anyway, so Jeff says can't fuck with any alcohol that has coffee in it. Well, I don't know if it has coffee in it, but when you get a Black Russian, that's vodka and Kahlua. And Kahlua. I like Black Russians though, but that's not coffee. So you might be talking about something different. Demon Bunny Queen says, it's fucking incredible. I don't drink for the flavor. I drink for the feeling. And absinthe, and I hope I'm saying that right, is so worth the flavor. Okay. When I drink, I never drank for the flavor. I didn't think alcohol was very good anyway. I just thought, you know, like, yo, it'll get me feeling the way I want to feel. And Jim Smith says, thank you once again for always supporting Trump. Trump can eat a dick. Trump can eat a dick. Trump can eat a dick. MAGA makes me sick. Trump can eat a dick. Trump can eat a dick. Trump can eat a dick. Fuck the war. Fuck everything that the motherfucker stands for. Trump can eat a dick. Trump can eat a dick. Trump can eat a dick. All the motherfuckers make me sick. So if you support Trump, I support your mom getting humped by somebody that violated her. Fuck all the motherfuckers I ain't talking about. No. All right. We're not here to talk about that today. You can obviously see my political stance. You know what I'm saying? Bailey's is what he's talking about. Thank you. Yeah, I feel you. Evan Sean. Thank you. So I see we have some alcohol enthusiasts here. I see we have some alcohol enthusiasts here. All right, that's what's up. So Jim Smith says Trump is the best president since Lincoln. I don't think Lincoln was very good either. Fuck Lincoln too. Listen, yo, no false prophecies will be tolerated over here. None of them are getting through. None of them are getting through. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Lincoln was a great president. He was a fraud. No, he freed the slaves. No, he didn't. He didn't even like black people. What he did was solidify the Union. That's what that was about. I mean, you know, let's dispel some myths about slavery and the Civil War. If you think that poor white soldiers fought so black slaves who were taking their jobs because they were free labor, if you think that they were fighting for them to be free, you are out of your goddamn mind. Or if you think that they were fighting to keep, hold on, I got to get rid of a bitch. Hold on, let me get rid of. Let me get a bitch out of here. I'm sorry, y'all. You know what I mean? This bitch was knocking at my door, and had to call the police and get her off my steps. So, yeah, if you think that poor, uneducated, mostly illiterate white soldiers were fighting to keep slavery alive, you are out of your fucking mind. Remember, slaves didn't get paid. They were free labor, and they were skilled free labor. So why would a poor white man that worked with his hands want there to be slaves? This is the part that they don't talk about. So the same way that poor white people, mostly poor white men or uneducated white men, blame Latinos for taking all of their jobs, that's how they felt about black slaves. But instead of blaming the system and the people who were employing the black slaves and and the Latinos, they blame the slaves and the Latinos because they were poor and they were uneducated and they were stupid. And the same thing that happened in the 1800s is happening in the 2000s. History just repeats itself. It just repeats itself. And this is why I don't get mad at rednecks. I get mad at what they do, but I can't be mad at how they think because they're not smart. You know, you had cowboys going west and all of that. They didn't have no education. They didn't. And when a person don't know shit, anybody who knows a little something can convince them that they've been cheated. And that's what has happened. But let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep moving. So tonight, we are talking about they take some getting used to. When was the last time that you were around somebody who took some getting used to? You know, somebody who you may have just been getting bad energy from, bad vibes. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you what kind of gets my goat a little bit. I don't like when I first meet a person and they are already trying to turn me against somebody else that I've already started to, get good vibes from. So they're already playing the dividing game. So they already so-called giving you the scoop on everybody, so-called warning you. They're not really warning you. Sometimes all they're doing is gaining confidence by you. They're gaining your confidence. So you're looking like, oh yeah, that person cool. They've warned me about everybody. They've shown me how to navigate around here and all of that. That's not what they're doing. They're turning you against people instead of giving you a chance to learn on your own. They are already giving you prejudices that you would have not have gotten without their provocation. And they normally have a reason for doing that. Divide and conquer, baby. It's the old divide and conquer game. Keep everybody divided, and then everybody is dependent on them. Oh, yeah, if it wasn't for my man, or if it wasn't for my girl over here, I wouldn't know. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, son. Nobody want to hear that shit you talking about. Don't nobody want to hear that shit you talking about. So when was the last time you've been around somebody that gave you bad vibes? But maybe they were decent people on the inside, but they took some getting used to. Sometimes sometimes people are loud and obnoxious, and it can be offensive to you. You know what I mean? Like, why this person always has to talk? Why do they always have to talk like they're yelling or like they're screaming or, because everybody doesn't like people who act like that. Now, the person might be funny to other people, but to you might be like, oh my God, they drawing, man. You know what I mean? They always trying to attract attention to themselves and they sound crazy. But they may have a really good heart on the inside, but it's just their way. And you have to really be around them or really get to know them to see how they are or to see that they really are cool people. And they may not have been around anybody who ever checked them. And I don't mean check them as in like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, check them. Sometimes you can give somebody a soft check. And a soft check, in my view, is like when you allow your energy and your communication skills to kind of quell the situation or settle the situation instead of drawing a hard line in the sand. What's going on, my man? Ninth Gate Stories. My brother, Ninth Gate Stories, is in the house. What's good? What's good? Evan Shaw says, stupid people. Shaking I understand, my dude. He just came across this page and subscribed. You did what? You came across this channel and you did Well, thank you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it mucho. Salute. You know, we celebrate new subscribers around here. We definitely celebrate existing subscribers also. But once you subscribe over here, yeah, I mean, we should make sure, yeah, you get acknowledged over here. You get acknowledged over here. My man Named Gay Story says, yup, slavery depressed the wages of the poor white workers, but they got sold white supremacy, a nothing burger. And thus fought against their own objectivity, real interest. Objectively real. That's exactly how it happened. Now, nowhere in high school American history course did they teach that. And that was the most important thing. That's all you needed to know. Well, so when you see rednecks running around here calling black people nigger and Latino spics and all of that kind of shit, it's because they don't know better. They don't know. Ain't nobody doing nothing to you. Meanwhile, they look at somebody like Trump. Oh, he's great. He's looking out for us. He's shitting on you, dumbass. How is somebody with that much money going to not give you a job, but tell you that somebody else is taking your job? Have you seen the jobs report since he's been in office this time? Yo, he ain't creating no job. He has not created any jobs. That tariff shit, that my money wasn't going in your pocket. That made it worse. That made it worse. Mrs. Grim Ripper. What's up, Miss Grim Ripper? Thanks for coming through, man. I mean, y'all live. Y'all live and direct tonight. I like that. Y'all like that. I like that. Carrie says, I love your song, by the way. Well, I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? We trying to bring the heat. We trying to bring the heat. I appreciate you appreciating the song. I do. Seika Sala. Seika Sala. Says a dumb woman getting advice at work from a woman that has 4 kids from 3 different men and came home tripping. So and so said this. My lady came home talking shit tonight. Talking to this ratchet bitch, that job, it ain't right. I don't understand, but then I do. She don't really know who to listen to. My lady be tripping when she came home tonight. We gotta do something about these ladies, they listening to wrong shit. I'm trying to just get with her and give her the long dick. But she seems to me a little bit more, so she gonna talk to the 3 kids having whole idol. My lady is on some bullshit tonight. Now I ain't tripping on nobody that got no multiple daddies. Cause I know that a lot of niggas got more baby mamas than you can count. But we gotta stop all of this bullshit talking. Because the bullshit gets subtracted in large amounts. I meant to say addition, but it's okay for me. Everything is gonna be all right and you'll see. Yo, it's the DG show, daily go-getter-mism. We gonna get this shit. Yo, smoke the ism. Yo, shit, I say spark that shit. Don't pass it to me because I'm done with that. But, hey. Son 752 came through, and he came through with the rest of the crew. And you know how we do. We talk all of that real. And after this, you know how we really feel. The skills is something that we increase, and something that we gonna release is the good vibes. Yo, they going to the sky, but we come back to the ground because we need them around. Yo, I sound like I'm on other, but I gotta kick it with my sisters and brothers. Should I say my brethren? All of y'all, let's have a little fun. Ah! All right. Okay. So, where was I? Yeah. Where was I? I was good. Okay, all right, cool. All right, please hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. Just hit the like button. Look, I'm not gonna sell y'all nothing tonight. I'm not gonna sell y'all nothing tonight. We just talking. When they take some getting used to. People who take some getting used to. People who take some getting used to. Okay. Ms. Grim Ripper says, hello, son. Sorry, it's been a few days. Very sick, but glad to be here. Listen. I appreciate you coming through, and I appreciate you acknowledging, you know what I mean? Acknowledging wanting to be here. That means a lot to me. It does. It means a whole lot. It means a whole lot. For y'all who weren't here early in the show, let's do it again, man. You know what I mean? Let's do my new cut. Let's do my new cut, man. This is our anthem for the night. I mean, for the summer. This is our summer anthem. Let's get it popping. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. I'm gonna do it until I don't need to do it anymore. That'll probably be at the end of 2026. But for right now, let's go. Come on. Bring it. Yo. Son 752 on the mic. Son 752 in the cut. What we gonna do this shit? Like what, yo?
Please stop fucking with me.
Please stop fucking with me.
Please stop fucking with me.
All of y'all, all of my D.
Please stop fucking with me.
Feel the vibe, baby.
Please stop
yeah.
fucking with me.
Yeah. Tell the people at your job.
Please stop fucking with me.
Those people in your family.
Please stop fucking with me.
People acting like they know you.
Please stop fucking with me.
Yo, the badass kids.
Please stop fucking with me.
Road rage out in the traffic.
Please stop fucking with me.
Rude people in fast food.
Please stop fucking with me.
With the Family Dollar and they in there tripping.
Please stop fucking with me.
Don't act like you know me, brother.
Please stop fucking with me.
I was just trying to be nice to you, shorty.
Please stop fucking with me.
Go ahead with that bullshit you talking.
Please stop fucking with me.
Please stop. Yo.
Please stop fucking with me.
I think everybody deserves fair warning.
Please stop.
Summer 2026, baby. Shout out the class of 2026.
Please stop fucking with me.
Come on, financial aid. I said,
Please stop
what?
fucking with me.
Just signed up to be in the military.
Please stop fucking with me.
I'm trying to get my future straight.
Please stop fucking with me.
Do you understand? All I want you to do,
Please stop fucking with me.
I don't want to ask you again.
You are done fucking with me.
Yeah, that's our anthem for 2026. Please stop fucking with me. Let's play it live. Please stop fucking with me. 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 Please. Oh, sorry. All right, you gotta fuck it. Look, like I said, that's our anthem 2026. That's our anthem 2026. For the rest of this summer, it's not summer yet. It's not summer yet. Yo, look, listen, I understand Geminis, y'all want to be part of this summer, but y'all not. You know what I mean? My Cancers, my Leos, my Virgos, babies. But this is our anthem for 2026. Please stop fucking with me. You know what I mean? If you're in a area where you can't express that freely, please stop messing with me. Please stop effing with me. Yo, not right now. We don't need that. Okay. All right. Let me know if y'all need me to send y'all that track. I can send it to you. I'll send it to you. Real shit. You know what I mean? Give me your contact number. Because you might just need it. Like, yo, I was listening to the Bull Sun 752 last night. He played this song. You know what I mean? Like, it was a simple thing, but it was saying what I needed to have said. It was saying. It was saying what I needed to have said. You understand what I'm talking about? Do you understand what I'm talking about? All right, so, okay, hold on. My man's coming through. My people.
Please stop fucking with him. Please stop fucking with him. If you fuck with him, then you won't have to fuck with me.
Tell him, my dude. Tell him. You know what I mean? He cut the bullshit and everything will be all right. You know what I mean? Everything gonna be all right.
Put that on the street.
Look, it's available on O-Tunes.
You walking down the street.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Please stop.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's the anthem for 2026. That's it. Summertime 2026. It's gonna be like 1985. The Show and Lottie Dottie was the anthem. In 2026, please stop fucking with me. That's how we doing it. Everything good. Levels is good. Levels is good.
Yeah, man, me in this bed, boy. I'm cheating on my bed. With the other side of the bed.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Ah, man. So what's up? What's up, man? How you living? What's your life like? You good?
Hey, man, I'm here. I'm existing. God is good. Blessings is good. I mean, I'm here. I'm on here talking to the family, the TK, right? Miss Grim Reaper. The night. What's Jason's next name?
Ninth Gate Stories.
Ninth Gate Story, my boy. You know, I mean, when I'm here with the family, I'm home.
Exactly. All right, so tonight we're talking about they take some getting used to. So we're talking about sometimes when you meet people and there might be something about them that you're really not feeling. You know, they might be acting in a certain kind of way. Like sometimes when people are kind of loud and obnoxious, and they might not be, talking about nothing bad or saying anything wrong, but they have this loud, extra energetic way that kind of draws all this attention to them or whatever. And you might be like, yo, what's up with him or her? You know what I mean? But when you get to know them, you might realize, oh, they really have a good heart. They just be drawing. They just be drawing all the time. You know what I'm saying? And and I was saying how, I was kind of inspired by the whole AJ Brown saga. You know what I mean? His chatty patty ways, his little behind the scene toxic ways and shit. And I'm thinking like it was funny because he was never my favorite receiver. I didn't even really like him. I never understood all the hype, but everybody kept pushing the envelope. Yeah, AJ Brown. I was like, Smitty. They was like, AJ Brown. I was like, Smitty. Well, turns out that without knowing it, I might have been right about AJ Brown. All that divisiveness behind the scenes. Even I think he threw that playoff game. Something wasn't right. Those were easy passes.
But I said it after last, even when we won the Super Bowl, I said it. I told people that he was T.O.'s nephew. I
Yeah,
told people that.
I feel you,
Now, I
man.
mean,
I
see,
feel
because
you.
my thing is this, you know, there's nothing wrong with talking, but there's also nothing wrong with shutting the fuck up neither.
When you
Nothing
winning,
wrong with that.
uh,
Yeah,
can,
when
can,
you
can,
winning,
can you imagine winning a Super Bowl? You still the trophy still cold, and you on a 4-game winning streak going into the next season, looking like you ready to repeat, and your so-called superstar receiver is talking about being traded after the 4th game when you 4-0. Where they do that?
I don't know what he did that. I mean, that's to me, it's so much of he got a lot of bitch in him. I
In
mean, he
extreme
got a lot of,
amounts. It's too much
yeah,
sugar in that drink, man.
yeah,
Too
yeah,
much sugar
yeah.
in that drink.
I mean, he need a podcast. He need a podcast because he like to talk a lot of shit. You know, it's a lot of things. Because I was looking at I went back and I looked at the Lord Brunson thing because you told me about it. Yeah, yeah. Then I just heard Hugh Douglas was talking about it. You know, and he was like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? He said, you know, you can't talk about, you can't say, well, why people think me and Jalen going through something when you the one putting it out there. Now we can have an understanding that the person that might have dropped shit to the news media is him.
If it wasn't only him, it was definitely including him. But see,
Yes.
I brought up his name because he goes into that you got to get to know him category.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he might be the type of person that when you first meet him, you're like, oh yeah, he cool. This boy nice. But then when you get to meet him, it's like, he takes some getting used to in a different kind of way. Maybe not in the best way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
I've been around people like that, man.
I like
I've been
to,
around.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I've worked with people like that, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Because I mean, like when me and you first met, I met you in a line at the Laugh House.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we didn't, and we once we met, we hit it off like we developed a brotherhood from the door. It wasn't like, you know, what I mean, you was like, yo, I got a comedy room. You coming through? You can come through. You know what I mean, that was it for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at one point it was me, you, and Malcolm, and then when Malcolm fell off, it was just me and you. You know
Well,
what I mean?
well, I'm definitely the type of person that, doesn't rub everybody the right way upon meeting them. But if I had a nickel for how many people have said, yo, man, I really didn't like you when I first met you, even though I didn't know you. But
For
when,
me,
they said when they got to
the
know me, though,
best
they were
thing
like, yo, you
about you,
cool as shit.
man, you know what the best thing about you is? You outspoken and you don't give a fuck. You let people know that you gonna stand your ground what you believe in. Right is right, wrong is wrong, and when the person wrong, you gonna tell them, yo, you wrong. You know what I mean? And that's the most important a person. That's how I like people to be. You know what I mean? Don't be scared. Don't be scared to tell me I'm the fuck wrong. Yo, that's the wrong shit you said. You know what I mean? And don't be scared to stand up.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I mean, all these other folks just like that. They're the type of people that you don't want to be around. Why you acting like this? Why? You know what I mean? I don't want to be around them people. Yes, people. You know what I mean? And I don't like, and I hate people that I don't. Your first impression is the most important thing that you get from a person because that's going to tell you if it's going to take some time for you to get to like that person.
Mm-hmm.
It's going first. That's going to tell you. Like I worked at a job where I thought even when I met this person and I thought I can get to be cool with this person, as much as I tried to look at him as family because I knew his family,
Mm-hmm.
me and one of his cousins was real tight, you know. And then once I got real tight with his cousin, I was already real tight with his cousin. So I'm like, if that's his cousin, I'm gonna respect him. But he just kicking the asshole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and when you get put in position, when a person know that you get ready to get put in position, they treat you like the boy in Goodfellas when he thought that Joe Pesci was getting ready to get moved up to become a made man, not realize he get ready to get off.
Right.
He was
Yeah,
all,
that was an ugly scene.
you know what I mean? He was all happy as shit when Joe was getting ready to get it, and that's how I felt. I felt like I got the position, and the way that they off me is not doing their job because, well, I can get all, I can get overeat now because Troy, that's my people. He gonna let me do whatever he wants to do, but
Mm.
that's not the case, and it drives that wedge. And I really don't want to fuck with you, man. Come and do your job. Let's enjoy the day. And I'll step back and we cool. But other than that, I don't want to bust it up with you. I don't want to hang out with you. There's nothing to compensate about other than doing your fucking job.
Hmm.
Now, if you change your ways, maybe you can develop something.
Well, what I'm
But
saying,
people,
my bad. But what I'm saying, like,
go ahead, talk. I'm sorry.
yeah, when I'm saying that they take some getting used to it, some getting used to. I'm talking about mainly people who may come off a certain kind of way. They may come off offensively at first,
Yeah.
but you realize like sometimes that's just their way. You know what I mean? Like early in the show, I was talking about how some people haven't been soft checked. Like normally when we talk about checking somebody, we talking about putting a stop to their little nasty behavior or whatever, right? But sometimes you can do a soft check, which is sort of like leading by example, like being around people and giving them your energy and expressing yourself and communicating to them in a way that's positive to whereas they see a better way to act. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
sometimes people are acting out because they think that people don't like them. You may have been in situations like that before where you knew the odds were stacked against you. You were like a hyena in a pack of lions or a lion in a pack of hyenas. It was like, look, I'm gonna just bite the shit out of y'all. You know what I mean? Until y'all kill me. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
in the meantime, there's no use in me being nice to y'all because y'all already want to kill me. You understand what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
you might be in the presence of somebody who is acting out because they think that they don't have a chance to to uh to have a good connection with you or anybody else that's around. So they really just doing whatever they can do to keep their own spirits up. But when you get to know them and you can disarm them a little bit and let them know that, like, yeah, look, it's not even about all of that, man. You know what I mean? Me and you, we can just chill. I see what you're doing and why you're doing it, but I can see who you really are and you can be who you really are around me. This is a safe place. It may have looked like I'm in with those other cats, but I'm not. You understand what I mean? So
Mhm.
things like this can happen when you ask yourself like, why do people like this person, or why do they put up with this person? Because there's just something about them that you see that you don't really like, but maybe when you got around them or really understood how they are when they don't have to perform a certain type of way, you see like, oh, okay, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, nah, they really are cool. But they took some getting used to. Like,
Mhm.
if you're afraid of dogs, then all dogs look like they're gonna bite and kill you.
Right.
But when you are around a dog that you get a chance to maybe raise as a puppy or get used to because the owner is showing you like, no, my dog is cool. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be
Mhm.
hard for anybody not to like my dog or whatever. So you that dog might have been responsible for you not being afraid of dogs anymore. But had it not been for that dog, you've been seeing their teeth being this big and always snarling like, yo, it's a what's them little furry dogs that little punk motherfuckers be having and women. You know what I mean? The type of dogs that you carry more than
Mhm.
they walk.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, this little dog ain't gonna kill. Yo, he got teeth, don't he? That's how people who scared of dogs talk.
Yeah,
He got teeth, don't? What you mean he don't bite? He got teeth. So, they might have needed a better introduction to the dog to see that all dogs aren't. They really just want to. They call it man's best friend for a reason. They want to kick it with you. They ain't trying to. They have to be trained in order to attack and all of that kind of stuff. Other than trying to protect themselves, and they protect themselves because they're more afraid of you than you are of them. But if you are really, really afraid of them, you're not going to see it that way. So so just like getting used to an animal takes some getting used to, so you can learn their behavior. Many people may be like that with you also. So so have you ever not been cool with somebody at first without really knowing them, but when you got to know them, you realize like, they all right. You know what I'm saying? They okay.
Yeah,
Like,
I've been there before with a couple people. I mean, you develop, you sit back and you just observe them, and at one point you be like, you're a fucking asshole.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you just look at them like, and then after a while, one time, it's one time me and this boy, we just come in and be cordial, like, what's going on, man? And then we get doing our work and everything, and then was one night we was just real slow, we was just busting it up, and all of a sudden I was like, not that much of an asshole to me. He might be an asshole to other people, but I can understand why he acts that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, you adapt to you have more of an understanding, and you adapt to what that person is, because now you have an understanding now.
Yeah.
For that person. I mean, I'm not trying to change you for who you are. I'm trying to adapt to who you are. Maybe I can develop some type of, bond with you as a friend, or even just as be a little bit more, have a conversation with you, and not be so standoffish around you.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you be around certain people that's like that, you become standoffish. Sometimes you get tight in the chest because you want to say something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
mm-hmm.
Sometimes you get tight in the chest. Italians call it agita. Sometimes you get that agita in your chest, and you don't want it to get backed up, because once you get that agita in there and they get backed up, when it comes out, it's gonna come out at the wrong time. It ain't gonna come out in a pretty way.
Have you ever had a love interest that seemed like maybe? Let me put it this way: like maybe you saw a girl that you liked, but there was something about it, you like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this one. You know what I mean? Like, she might have been loud and obnoxious. A lot of times when it comes to women, sometimes they've been through bad relationships, and they, some women don't have any problems expressing their frustration towards men. So you might be looking at it like, oh, she on that I don't need a man shit, or all men ain't shit type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? And she may have just been that way because her feelings were hurt, and she was tired of getting her feelings hurt, and she didn't know how to express the pain that she was going through. But she was actually still seeking out male companionship, and it could have been with you, but the way that she was acting, you was looking like, I ain't no man trying to put up with this shit. But upon getting to know her, even if you didn't get with her on the romantic side, you may have found like, yeah, the things that have happened to her, she's taken personally, and she's scaring motherfuckers off. But they don't really know that, like, this could be the greatest love of all. She got a lot to give.
Mm-hmm.
She might have been acting like, I ain't cooking for no man. I ain't doing nothing for no man. I ain't going down on no man. I ain't doing nothing for no man. Meanwhile, she'd do all of that for a man and way, way more once she gets a chance to love and trust.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be around her and be able to disarm her in order to get all of those gifts that she has to give.
Mm-hmm.
So, but she's scaring motherfuckers away one by one.
Like I remember years, like I think it was after I was out of high school. Well, yeah, I was out of high school, and I had started talking to this girl that I graduated with, Right now, I might have been 19, 20 years old. But even still, this girl said I was being me. This was the person I am now, and is somewhat of the person I am today. Giving, you know, talking on the phone. So, but her attitude, is it was annoying as shit. So one night I was like, I called on a Thursday to go out. I said, we going to the movies on Friday. I don't want to go to no movies. I don't want to go to no movies. So I said, you sure you want to go to the movies Friday? No, I ain't going to no movies. So I called her back on Friday again. I called her. She said, well, if that's what you want to do, I'll go the fuck out with you on the movies. I said, all right, be ready at 7. 7 o'clock came, I ain't going to pick her ass up. That was it. She kept calling my phone. I don't want to talk to you no more.
Really?
Yeah, you act like you doing me a favor.
Wow. That is not the way I thought this story was going.
Oh, man, I had to cut her loose, son.
Oh, my God.
Because see, this the younger version of me. You know what I mean? This the Sun 752 version of me.
Is that what it is?
This the you version of me.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, I cut her off real quick. I had to cut that off. You know what I mean? T. Carey, right? I couldn't deal with a T. Carey.
Yeah.
I couldn't deal with a T. Carey. I wish you was my sister. I'd have told you go punch in the face, T. Carey. I'm serious, man. It's just every time you talk to her, you say one thing and she'll say something back, and then you say something again, and all of a sudden it's just fucking obnoxious. Like, and it was like for 3 months of this shit. You know what I mean?
So was that the last time you talked to her?
Yeah, I've seen her. I've seen her since 1980 something until now. I only might have seen her 2 times, maybe 3.
So you never wondered what would have happened if y'all would have actually went to the movies?
No, never wondered. Because I was too tired of. I don't want nobody being around me that don't want to be around me. I don't want you think you doing me a favor. This was the younger version of me, and I wish I had that in me. You know what I mean? Because the older version of me, I accept a lot. And I think, like I said, a lot of it comes from my mom, being around my mom, seeing her go through something and accepting a lot of shit. And I'm like, why is she doing that? So like I said, it's a gift and a curse. But this one right here, if and the thing about me is that if I say it's over, it took a lot for that shit to happen.
But okay, had y'all ever gone out on a date at all?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but and even there, she just got an attitude with the damn food server. And I mean, it was just it was just too much bullshit.
Oh, she didn't know how to act.
No, didn't know how to act.
Okay. I've been out with that type before, and I'm like, yo, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, whoa. Okay. All right. I get it now. That's why I asked, you never wondered what would have happened if y'all would have went to the movie. I didn't know y'all had went out before. So we
went out one time, and it wasn't a good experience, but if I'm trying to court you and I'm trying to show you a good time, don't make it seem like you're doing me a favor.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm spending my money to please you. You ain't spending your money to please me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking you out to get something, taking you out to dinner, and then I'm taking to that highly expensive place, Ribbit, from back in the day.
Ribbit, wow. It's making me think of Boogie Down Productions. The Pussy is Free. How the hell we get off to this? I'm doing you a favor. I'm giving you a lift.
I'm serious.
Okay. All right. But yeah, like I said, there are some times when you can try to get used to somebody, where you can get used to somebody, even if they even if they still not your cup of tea, you might still be tolerant of them. You understand what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like you might realize,
Yeah.
like, listen, this motherfucker is black licorice, or she black licorice. Only some people
Like
like
it's
it.
not with cheap black licorice.
Hey, the black licorice, that separate people. Like, look, there are only certain people that like black licorice, the taste of black licorice. You know what I mean? Most people don't. But one thing about people who like black licorice, they are all in a certain class. So they see things because they have a taste for things that most people don't have a taste for. You understand what I mean? So when you spread that out to personality differences and things like that, like I've known people that I really didn't care for that much, but I understood where they were coming from. Like,
Yeah,
so I had to take them in small doses.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like I said, they ain't my cup of tea. Socially, we can't rock, but we might be able to work together. We might be able to get some things done together. We might have mutual friends, things like that. It's just that, like, they're not going to be the type of person that I'm going to call on the phone and ask to hang out, or just bust it up on the phone with them. Like, we can't get down like that. And I've actually dealt with chicks like that before, where some chicks and their nervousness around you, they will put up this wall or this defense, and it can be a pain in the ass. Like, just like you were telling me about that chick. Like, I've dealt with chicks where, they believe in being combative because they think it's cute. And especially with social media being what it is now, a lot of women, even middle-aged women, older women, they still stuck thinking that that's cute. Like, that's not cute. You know, acting all jealous when you ain't even with nobody yet. That ain't cute. You know what I mean? You playing like these young people who don't know themselves yet are playing. You're supposed to know better, but they might be acting like that around you because they are secretly intimidated by you. You may be giving off an energy that, that they're not used to, because it may be a little bit more fierce or a little bit more confident than they're used to. So they don't know how to act because they may lack those types of features or characteristics. You know what I'm saying? So they so worried about you dropping them like a hot potato that they're acting like they're going to do that to you. And it's really just a communication breakdown. So they don't know how to get comfortable around you. So you might have to do extra shit in order to make them comfortable, just so y'all can have a decent conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot of work, but that's part of getting used to somebody. So even if you choose not to be around them, socialize with them, or be in their presence, at least you understand, or you're already used to them. So you know what to do with them or how to handle them if y'all should ever have to interact again. It's like when you are good at your job, like when people know that you are a leader at the job. And so when new employees come in or problem employees come in, they send you in to handle it because they know that you'll be able to smooth out a situation that could become that may be potentially volatile.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's not that they don't want to do what you do, but they might not be able to do what you do. Like, all right, let me get Troy in. Let's see if Troy can handle this situation with this. But it could be a customer. Like, we got a customer that's complaining about the food, and not that anything is wrong with the food, but they being very fussy. You know what I'm saying? You might have to come from the kitchen and be like, hey, how y'all doing? We're just coming out here to see if y'all enjoying yourselves and blah blah blah. Introduce yourself or whatever. It's an act of diplomacy that might be able to help y'all get through the night. You understand what I mean? But when you're dealing with a person on a regular basis, and you got to find a way to you got to find a way to be able to not just get along, but to be able to coexist. You know, you gotta find your comfort zone in with that person some kind of way, and it may be difficult at times, but it might be something that you have to do. So these people take some getting used to. You might have people in your family that you like, yeah, my cousin on that bullshit, but you know what I mean? Like,
hey, it can be your own siblings, and you still might not be used to them.
it could be your kids.
Honestly, yeah, you can be your kids too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No matter how much you pour, and the situation about children, you know, and I can only speak of what I go through. It takes me out because no matter how much you poured in them as a kid, how much love you poured in them as a kid, you still trying to have an understanding about them. And sometimes when you're around them, it's more of an uncomfortability of who the fuck are you?
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like some of my kids, I look at and I be like, I know you're not part of me because you got to come from your mother's side. You got to come from, you know what I mean? I sit back and I look at my children sometimes and I'm like I had to tell my oldest son when he was younger, right? You know, he got caught up in some trouble. He got locked up. He done maybe a year or two. He came home. I said, see, I told you this when he was a kid, what not to do. I said, let me explain something to you. If something happened to you, you know people on the street going to say, well, he deserved that. He bought that.
Mm.
If something happened to me, you know what he going to say? Who the fuck? What? Trump don't fuck with nobody. See the difference?
Yeah.
People gonna hurt more for me and celebrate you being gone.
Mm.
And that can never be right. I said, I'm uncomfortable being around you. Because the uncomfortability part is I don't know what you're doing out in the street, but I know what you're doing around this house. So my uncomfortability, it brings my antennas up. It makes my hair stand on the back of my neck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you came out of my loins. So I mean, at the end of the day, you have to have a lot more of your mother's side of the family in you. Because if I'm teaching you and I'm telling you what to do and you want to go, I'm telling you to go left and you're going right, then, but yet you're wrong, then you can't come for me because I've never been right and went wrong. I ain't never been in a penitentiary.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never been to the state pen, come home and everybody celebrating me like I came from Penn State.
Yeah. See, okay. So when I say your kids may take some getting used to, because you know each one of your children have like their own personality. So even though they may have grown up in the same household, and to you and to other family members, it may seem like they have the same experiences because they saw the same things, but you can never account for how they take in the same things, how they process the same information. You know what I mean? So when one is sensitive to, like, let's say one of your kids is sensitive to being teased, and the other one, you know, they just kind of brush it off or fire back and things like that. You know what I mean? So even though the sensitive one that didn't like being teased or whatever, it seemed like they just being overly sensitive. That might be who they really are. So you may have to do some things to kind of address that situation with them personally, so you can build that bond with them, so they understand, like, well, yeah, everybody being teased is not cool, and at least, you know, my dad or my mom or somebody in this family understands how that affects me, and maybe that's all they need, in order to start jumping in and playing the dozens with everybody else. You understand what I mean? So when you take some time, or when you're the kind of person that takes some getting used to, it's not necessarily because you are bad or because you are offensive. It can just be that in order for me to communicate with this person, we have to find some common ground. We have to be able to speak the same language, because even our body language is off. You know what I mean? Like if I wave my hand for you to come here, to you it's looking like I'm fleeing you off. Like that, the hand motion is the same, but it doesn't look the same from the other side. So if a person doesn't know that you were telling them, come, and they thinking like, when you saw them, you like, fuck out of here. You understand what I mean? Like, damn, just a simple hand gesture was out of sync with our communication. And I'm thinking that he or she was telling me to get away from them or stay away from them when they were telling me to come on. If we never talk again, how we gonna know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We not gonna know. But that memory that we have of each other is gonna be negative.
Mm-hmm.
And they could have been positive.
So even if you see that person, you're not going to speak to them.
You might not, depending on your level of growth and maturity, acceptance or rejecting. You understand what I mean? Because like the things that I accept or reject aren't the same at 56 years old almost as they were when I was 26. It's different. Where I wasn't interested as much in networking or building bridges or being peaceful when I was in my 20s as I am in my 50s. It took a while. I didn't understand how come me and a person couldn't automatically. I thought that you were supposed to automatically gel with a person. I didn't understand putting in work. You know what I mean? And my refusal at certain times in my life to put in the work may have taken opportunities away from me that I'm not even aware of. You know how they say you don't know who knows who. So sometimes when you didn't get something that you felt like you should have got, it could have been for a reason that you were totally unaware of. Somebody saw you coming. You know how we used to say when you get cheated out of something or when you got, you know, it'd be like, yo, they saw you coming. Mm-hmm. Well, you may have somebody may have seen you coming in ways that you never even found out about.
That's the truth.
But they know. And it could have been all over a miscommunication. So I try not to be that way now. It doesn't always work. Sometimes people don't want to get to know you the way you might try to get to know them. Sometimes people don't want to be peaceful. But if we're talking about the times where we're talking about people who take some getting used to, well, fuck it, let's talk about it. Because there are some times when some people that we know or that we've met or been around or interacted with or worked with have taken some, you know, they've taken some getting used to. Like, yeah, I just, you know how like when you know somebody is a piece of work and then they get introduced to somebody else who you know is not going to handle that well. You know what I mean? And you may not have been familiar with that with that meeting that they had, but the person comes back and tells you like, yo, you know such and such. And, and you know, that light bulb goes up in your head like, yeah, I know them. And you're like, yeah, what? I met them the other day and you already know what's coming after that. Like, oh, this motherfucker. Yeah, right? Like, oh, so you, you know what I mean? You might just start laughing. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay. Oh, so you had let's say his name was Damon. You had the Dame experience. Oh, so what happened? What did he do? You already know. You know what I mean?
Inside you laughing.
Yeah. Like, well, so what happened? Because you already know kind of how it's going to go. You know, like, and but you may have already experienced Dame. You get it. You can handle
The
Dame.
fucked up part, right, is you brought up the name Dave, and this boy I used to work with at the Hyatt Hotel, right? At Penn's Landing, son. And his name was Dave. And if I've met anybody that I ever worked with that I had to grow, that had to grow on me like a fucking mole, this is the one. It's the fucking one. Oh my God. I got suspended for 2 days for him. Me and him got suspended. He got so much underneath my skin, man. Listen, I thought he was a hemorrhoid. He was so much of a pain in the ass. I'm not lying to you, bro. It would change me. What changed me was my wife said to me, she said, you know what? She said, what you did was you allow his ass to mess up your money. These 2 days you got suspended for is messing with your money. I mean, we're gonna be all right, but it still messes with your money. How can you allow a person to get so deep underneath your skin to affect your pocket? She was right.
She damn right. You know, it's funny because I could hear you saying that to her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
But when I could tell you that this is part of my growth and my maturity because I had to pick it up. And then what happened was we were getting ready to get married, right? So he came to me and we started, I mean, just when I came back after suspension, you know, I listened to what she said. I turned back around and I came back. He was like, you know what, Troy, I'm proud of what you're doing, man. You're getting married. You know, if you was receiving blessings, then you're gonna receive it. You're gonna receive it a lot more now because God honors marriages, and when you get blessed, both of y'all gonna get blessed.
Mm.
And I was like, great concept. Now I'm learning them, but the thing about it was that he was talking about marriage, and in the same process, I didn't know that he was cheating with one of the girls on the job. And I'm like, you know, you looking at a person that just showed you the love and told you how important marriage was, and then you turn back around and you look at the same person and see that he's disrespecting his marriage. And I'm like, I'm glad he gave me that thought process, but I'm hurt that he's doing what he's doing and pretty much destroying his.
Well, he might have respected the institution of marriage.
Yeah,
that doesn't necessarily mean that he respects his own situation. And you never know what's going on in a person's situation.
That's
you know what I mean? Just because you married doesn't mean that everything that marriage is supposed to give you is going on. You know, I'm not going to say that he was right. He might have been right for cheating, but there may have been something going on in his house that was unbearable to the point where cheating was the least of the worst that he could do.
Yeah,
you just never know.
I'm gonna tell you, I ain't trying to get off subject. Let me tell you, I was a breakfast cook. So he came in one morning, he's like, yo, Troy, can you? And I was busy as shit. He's like, Troy, can you make me an egg? I said, you can go ahead and make your egg. Because he told me he cooked for 15 years, you know. So I was like, all right. So he's like, I really don't know how to make these eggs like this. I said, yo, you don't know how to cook eggs? It's the name speaks for itself. Over easy, scrambled, over medium, over light, omelet. You don't know how to make. He went to go make an egg, man. And the only thing I can do is just give him the Big Daddy cane. That's not 15 years worth of cooking right there, bro. And that's and I think that what God kept getting underneath my skin, it wasn't even just, it was I think 85% was the person, the individual. And the other 15 was his lack of knowledge and being upfront of what he can do in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But even though he was doing what he was doing, and that part right there that he told me about marriage, still solidified me as wanting to be his friend and me developing some type of friendship. Even to the point where I wanted to train him, like, yo, this is how you do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it even changed my outlook on a lot. You know what I mean? In my life. That part right there, like I'm not gonna let nobody mess my dollars up. That's number one. But number two, you gotta get to know a person before you get to know a person.
True.
You know what I mean? Double entendre. I've been working on my double entendres. You know?
No, but that's real. There are a lot of different ways to get used to a person. But at least once you get used to a person, you know what your options are.
Mm-hmm.
You know how to navigate that situation. Like, oh, okay. All right. Like when you don't know a person or when you're not used to a person, then you're going to be surprised. You have to be prepared for anything. When you get used to a person, now you know what they're going to do, what they're not going to do, what you can and can't expect from them. So you can set your team up right and you can plan your day accordingly. Even if it's just your emotional day. Because some days you just are not in the mood to not have a good emotional day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But not knowing how a person is and not knowing what they're going to do and not knowing how they are sets you up to have a bad emotional day. And today might not be the day for that. So you need to have your people in place. Like, look, this I'm not doing no overtime today.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be able to go to fuck home when the bell rings. You know what I mean? So I'm going to need help today. So I'm not playing no wild cards today. All my face cards are getting played today. 10, Jack, Queen, King, Ace. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dealing with nothing nine and under. Not gonna happen.
Not everything. Everything needs
You
to
know
be
what I mean?
done.
You see, we ain't dealing with nothing from deuce to nine. Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all ain't in it today. Not today. Not today. No, nobody gets chances today. And but yeah, but like I said, getting used to a person, you might find that some people have more good in them than bad. So, hey, have you ever met somebody that just looked mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, yo, I remember it used to be this family. Now, there was this family that last name Fortune. And it was a lot of brothers. They had sisters too, but they had a lot of kids. You know how them families used to be back in the day? Like, when y'all got 9, 10 kids, you know what I'm saying? And not in a house that had that many bedrooms, but they was in there some kind of way. It was like the whole Jackson family up in that motherfucker. But anyway, maybe the Osmonds. But yeah. And there was this dude named Merv. One of the brothers was named Merv. And what was the other one's name? Now, like they serious old heads now. You know what I'm saying? Like they would all be like pushing 70, you know what? But Merv was a mean looking dude. He just looked mean. And my god brother, I used to say to my god brother, like, yo, he mean as shit, ain't he? And I was little, I ain't curse. I was like, but he looked mean. And when I was little, I thought if you look mean, then that probably means that you either fought a lot or you could fight. You know what I mean? You know when you were a young boy back in the day, everything was about who could fight and who couldn't. Well, Merv had this look like he could win. And my god brother was like, nah, like he was saying like he's not like that, and he's he's not like mean or he doesn't treat people bad and all that. But guess what happened? Guess what wound up happening years later? Merv is probably still doing time because he did like a home invasion and beat up this elderly couple. And I think he killed one of them. Now his brother, that I believe was older than him, he looked just as mean, but he wasn't a bad guy. Almost the whole family looked like bad guys, but they weren't all bad guys. But they took
almost the whole family.
Yo, you should have seen, like, they were some mean looking dudes. They were. As far as the mean mugging thing, look, they was winners. They could win they could win any stare down.
Oh, God.
You know? But I think I was right about Merv. Merv is still serving time for his crime. That was and they dad, because they mom and they dad was still together. And I remember they dad, my mom knew his dad. He was like, yo, when she saw him after that happened to his son, after his son did that, he was so embarrassed. He was so, you know what I mean? Like, I can't believe my son did anything like that. That's not the way they was raised. I'm like, I don't know how you raised them mean ass looking kids, because he didn't look mean. They must get that mean look from their mom. You know what I mean? It was crazy. But
especially a mean motherfucker named Merv.
Merv Fortune. You know what I'm saying? Merv. I don't even know his whole name. Was it Mervin? I don't know what Merv stood for. You know? But he was a mean looking dude. And I never was able to get used to him.
Merv might be African for a mean motherfucking dude.
I don't know. But I never could get used to Merv. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to say that my perception has always been on point or whatever, but there was something about him that I just got a certain vibe about, you know. And I couldn't really explain it, but he wasn't. I just didn't think he was that good. And when he sort of confirmed my concerns about him, it was what it was. And but yeah, not all people who take some getting used to are bad. Some are just nerdy. You know, like some people are nerdy, and you be like, how come you not fly? Like, how come you don't dress nice? I know you know your parents got money or you got money or whatever. Like, how come you so different all the time? Are you doing that on purpose? Because you have the fly different, and then you have the fuck are you doing?
With the squeaky voice.
The fuck are you doing? Like, why are you acting like?
You know it's fucked up when you use the high pitched voice.
Hey, some people you come across in your life, you gotta really wonder, like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like,
that's the boy Dave. When you said the name Dave.
Actually, to be honest with you, I said Damon.
Well, it was close to Dave.
Cool. I'll take it. I'll take it.
I mean, now you bring on something else that takes me back to Dave. We had a party of 20-something people, and they all ordered, you know, when people put in an order for steaks, it comes with a temperature, son. Right? So he might have had like 2 medium rares, 5 mediums, maybe 2 medium wells, 1 rare, and maybe 1 well done, right? Do you know that this bull pre-cooked these steaks and then left them on the grill to sit? Like it was gonna cool off.
Mm.
By the time we needed the steaks, they were hockey pucks.
Mm-hmm.
And our chef,
you said hockey pucks, though.
Hockey pucks. I'm telling you, if you chewed on it, it would have turned into dust. You would have been chewing like a horse. You know how a horse chew. And my chef, he has a high pitch. He has a like a low voice, but when he talks and he gets upset, he got this squeaky ass. What the fuck, Dave?
Oh,
Dave.
okay. Okay.
And that's I mean, it was like me getting an extra ice pick. Troy, you didn't see him doing this shit? Chef, I was over here sauteing. Why you ain't look at what the fuck he was doing? I had to walk off the line. I walked off the line, went to the bathroom, and just went in there and was like, came back, had to cook the steaks myself. But that's the shit that makes you just came up with the term, what the fuck is you doing?
So, I mean, where's the getting used to it part?
I told you I got used to it when he gave me the advice about marriage.
But that, I mean, how did that make you used to him?
Well, it made me used to him because, number one, he gave me some insight on marriage. Number two, I didn't know because the way the stuff that he used to do in the kitchen was so asinine, I didn't know that he had a little bit of intelligence in him. So when you came off, when you was all this time, was you just acting, doing dumb shit? Because you just said me something smart. And then all of a sudden, I'm starting to see you do things the right way. I don't know if you're doing things the right way because I'm showing you how to do things the right way, or you doing things the right way because you just happy you didn't get fired. Well, we got suspended. But something when I fucked up my money and I came back, I changed and he changed. You know what I mean? With me, it had nothing to do with the money because I can get another job no matter what. But it had something to do with me changing for the betterment of who I wanted to be. And I said, I got to change towards him because I can't come in this job tight like that. So I have to develop some type of, what's going on, man?
Okay.
I had to get to know him.
Okay. All right. The only thing I'm struggling with is, how you got to know him. Like, okay, so with him giving you giving you the little caveat about
we were still talking about. So we were talking about the sport, the Eagles. We were talking about sports. You know what I mean? We were talking about
all right, now I get it. Okay, I see.
Yeah, so that wasn't the only thing we talked. It wasn't that and everything. We were talking about other things.
Okay, so you were able to actually get somewhere with him other than at each other's necks.
Right.
Okay, I got you. That don't mean that he was a good employee, but at least you okay. All right.
Don't mean none of that shit. It don't mean none of that.
Oh man.
I was ready to take them hockey pucks and put them in a freezer and just give them to the kids to play hockey with. The motherfuckers was rough. But yeah, what the fuck look you give somebody like, what the fuck is you doing, man?
Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, I mean, getting used to a person knowing where you can put them on your team is important to know. You know what I mean? Like if it's just like we used to have like a pickup game for basketball, any type of sport. You do the fishbowl or whatever, or you had two captains of the team, like who you want. And you knew to pick your good players first. If you expect to have a chance in this game, you know what I mean? But then when it get to the bottom of the barrel, like, all right, I know if I throw the ball to this dude, he gonna drop it. I'm trying to pick him last, you know what I mean? I see the other team not gonna pick him, but you know what? He is a cool dude. So even though he can't play, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like at the very least, at least I can tolerate him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can block somebody. So, but yeah, it's just when we talk about getting used to something. Like I mean, I'm guilty myself. I take some getting used to for a lot of people. It don't always happen, easily or whatever. The way I take the stage, and when I say I'm not talking about the physical stage, I'm talking about, just my presentation to certain people. It can take some people a while to warm up to me, and where other people we might just have that energetic connection to whereas it's easy for us, it's seamless for us.
Well,
But will it stay that way?
let me tell you why I think people it would take somehow people hard to try to get to know. I mean, just to get close to you, because first of all, your appearance. You dress when you put your clothes on, you dress in a dress, and it's not even a dress up thing. It's just a casual dress thing. So they're looking at you like first they want to frown their face upon you, like okay, oh, this motherfucker think he is coming in the job looking fresh, like he can just like eat his shit. Now they already made a pay you off of what the fuck you wearing. And all of a sudden, you come in there, you delegating, you jumping and help. This motherfucker think he is shit. He gonna come in here and try to tell me what to do.
Hey,
I mean, it happens, bro.
it
It
happens.
happens.
It was to the point as far as work is concerned. I used to wear my glasses at work for the simple reason of disarming people. I used to always keep my button ups buttoned all the way up, and I would throw on the glasses.
Give him a business that you're a businessman.
Nope,
A nerd type businessman.
this was the closest to a non-threatening black. You know what I mean? It was working, and I really felt like it was getting me over until I realized that people are going to see you in the light that they see you, as long as they want to see you in that light.
Mhm.
You like if somebody wants to see you being a winner, they're going to view you as a winner. And if
Right.
somebody wants to view you as a loser, no matter how many wins you rack up, they're going to look at you as a loser because they don't want you to win. They have their own guy that they want to win. Everybody didn't root for Michael Jordan. History, looking back on history, you would think that everybody was a Michael Jordan fan. Not everybody was.
Mhm.
Certainly not a bunch of New York Knicks fans. You know what I mean? It was Patrick Ewing. You know what I mean? Or whatever team was popping back in the day. Orlando Magic with Shaq. You know, so yeah, it takes some getting used to. So even if I wasn't their cup of tea, at least maybe I was able to show them that I'm not here to hurt you. Because when a person has it in their mind that you're just waiting in the bushes to jump out on them and hurt them, it's hard for them to ever get comfortable with you, and then they'll find ways to get you out of their presence that may not
Yeah,
be fair.
that's true.
So and I use myself as an example because, like I said, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm okay with that. But will the people that I need to be okay with that be okay with that? And that's not always the case. So the same way that I have to give some grace to some people, in order for me to receive some grace to some people, some grace from some people, is not always going to be fair and balanced. The time that it takes to get used to them is how long it takes to get used to them individually. And the time that it takes
Mhm.
to get used to me is going to be the time that it takes somebody else to get used to me. I've dealt with women, romantic interests, lovers. They're like, yo, um, it's hard to get to know you. I'm like, what are you talking about? We talk about everything. Yeah, but it's still hard to get to know you. Shoot, my girl has said the same thing. Like, yeah, when they're used to a certain type of thing or maybe a man being a certain type of way or giving off a certain kind of vibe. And that's not, you might, but inconsistent for them. You know what I mean? So you just never, but that's why communication is so important.
Son, I see it the same thing, man. Listening, communicating, and accepting accountability, bro. Those three things alone can make for a beautiful relationship between black people. Really.
This life that we live is not the easiest thing that we will ever experience. But here we are. But yeah, taking some, like, yeah, man, it can be your own kids. Like, why does this child act this way? God damn. You know what I mean? Like, let me tell you, how about this? How about getting used to a person that doesn't respond to kindness and decency very well?
Right.
Like, they say you catch more bees with honey than you do with a fly swatter.
Mm-hmm.
But some people only respond to the goddamn fly swatter. But you got to understand where you are with somebody. Like, no, fly swatter for him or her. But that's not right. Somebody who don't know them yet, and they don't understand. They're like, y'all wrong for talking to them like that or treating them like that. Like, okay. You'll see. Yeah. Then they get a heavy dose of that person's treachery and they realize, like, oh shit, I tell you what, I ain't never gonna be nice to that one again. Like, yeah, for some reason they don't respond to that very well.
You're absolutely correct.
Look at this shit. He said, Omar, it took time for me to know you are a TDS person. I accept you. Like and subscribe. Get the fuck out of here. Wait a second. TDS. They talk about that Trump derangement syndrome. Like, y'all got Trump derangement syndrome. Y'all keep taking up for that motherfucker everything he do. Like, that's Trump derangement syndrome. Like, people who reject him, they understand. The people who keep rocking with him, like, what are you doing for you? Fuck out of here.
Even if you rock with them, hold them accountable. You know what I mean?
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. How about this? I can't get used to him. How about that? I can't get used to him. There ain't no getting used to that. I can't get used to that motherfucker.
Why you use that 1.777 to give reparations done?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Right. I'm gonna give it to the guys who wanted to kill Mike Pence and beating up the Capitol cops. Well, we're gonna give it to them. Matter of fact, I want to give a lot of money to the guy that took a dump on Nancy Pelosi papers.
You know what we need? We need more Hunter Biden. That motherfucker, yo. We need more Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden be dropping it. Like, man, these motherfuckers is tripping. He be giving them the real, like, yo, we need more Hunter Biden. You know what I'm saying? We need way less JD Vances and way more Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden be kicking some shit. He raw as hell. That motherfucker raw than Eddie Murphy. He crazy. He might be this generation's George Carlin. He don't give a fuck. he like, look, they don't want Hunter Biden to start talking. Because he see them in their glory. Like, shit. They don't want to go to court with me. They don't want that discovery. Oh, hell no. No. Write that motherfucker off as a crackhead. Don't fuck with Hunter. For real. What up, Tom? What's going on?
My man, Tom, you late, but you great, bro.
You know what I mean? Señorita Ramirez. You know what I mean? Hey, listen. I was telling her, anytime you make it here, it's on time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
it counts. It all
that's the
counts.
best. You never late. You're just great.
I'll take it. All right, let's do these. Let's do the
Yo, I
let's do the
meant to
poll
tell you,
question.
them new layouts you be doing for the go get 'em show. I need a couple t-shirts, man. 'Cause I like that new layout, especially the one with the microphone you had on tonight.
Oh, you talking about the thumbnails?
Yeah, the thumbnail look nice, man. Them
Okay.
thumbnails be looking nice. I like that.
Okay. All right. That's what's up.
Very
That's what's up.
photogenic pictures you
I
got.
mean, we're trying. You know what I mean? We're trying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll switch it up a little bit. I'm gonna shake up the snow globe a little something. You know what I'm saying? Shake up the snow globe. What up, Clay? What's good? What's good? What's good? All right, let's do the poll question. Do these birthday shout outs and get on up out of here. All right. What's the hardest thing to get used to with an offensive person? All right. So out of 42 votes, 36%, which is the largest percentage, said them talking bad about other people. Yeah, when you first meet somebody and they already giving you the 411, the negative 411 on everybody before you even get a chance to know them yourself, you're like, yeah, I know. I ain't feeling that one. All right. 16% said the way they smell. Hey, sometimes, have you ever known somebody who stink and you seem to be the only one noticing? Like,
And
so,
everybody else used to it.
yeah, I'm like, so ain't nobody going, ain't nobody else turning their nose up or giving you the side eye. You know, normally when you have the same thoughts as a person, you looking like, you know what I mean? Without verbal communication, you already know what time it is. But yeah, so sometimes, so 16% said that it's the way they smell. 28% said them being loud or obnoxious. Interesting. I would have thought it would have been a little bit higher than that, but okay. And then 19% said them acting sad, down, or negative. Oh my God. When you first meet somebody and they already on a depressed John, they Debbie or David Downer John, like
that wally woo woo shit.
like, yo, it's too early. I don't know you like that, dog. But that's not the platform I'm trying to rise up from. You know what I mean? Like what's up with and like I said, some people when insist on everybody else having a bad day when they're having a bad day. And that's not a good springboard to meet a person. That ain't what you want. That ain't what you want.
That's the truth.
All right, Troy, before you get on up out of here, we got to do it one more time. one more again, but I don't know if you're going to be
one
able
more
to hear
again.
this.
Go do one more again.
All right, we're going to do it one more again.
Time and Clay just came in. They need to know the song. They need to listen to the song.
Well, tell you what, just hang out. Let me do the birthday shout outs and then we'll do it closing out. All right?
Okay.
All right, we have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious June 2nd, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box, Nyla Ashadai. Life Coach Morgan, happy birthday to you. And also to Kia Adams, to Tonya Neal, my cuz, to Tonya Neal, happy birthday, cuz. And Tasha T. Bell, Latasha Nunley Muhammad, Asar Farrow, and last but not least, my girl going all the way back to the 1985, my girl Tonya Moss. Tonya Moss. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious Glorious, glorious. June 2nd, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, anthem for the summer, baby. Said a anthem for the summer, baby. Let's rock, y'all. Let's rock, y'all. What? Yo, listen to me. This how we do it. What I need you to do.
Please stop fucking with me.
I'm asking you nice.
Please stop fucking with me.
Yo, get out my ear
Please stop fucking with me.
while I'm at my job.
Please stop fucking with me.
Come on, family members, not today.
Please stop fucking with me.
With y'all badass kids.
Please stop fucking with me.
Random people out in the streets.
Please stop fucking with me.
Neighbors acting the ass right now.
Please stop fucking with me.
Rude ass people in fast food.
Please stop fucking with me.
Road rage all in traffic.
Please stop fucking with me.
All of y'all suck ass.
Please stop fucking with me.
Yo, I'm asking you nice, yo.
Please stop fucking with me.
I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to.
Please stop fucking with me.
Summer 2026.
Please stop fucking with me.
It's just another real hit.
Please stop fucking with me.
Fuck is y'all talking about, yo?
Please stop fucking with me.
Yo.
Please stop fucking with me.
I told you once, I told you twice.
Please stop fucking with me.
Don't make me have to strike out.
Please stop fucking with me.
I'm just tell you one time, one time, one time, one time, baby.
Please
Yo, summer 2026. What y'all know about it?
You are done.
You know the music not playing, right?
See, because it's playing, you can't hear it because it's on the app on your phone.
Okay.
So you can't hear it because you're on the line. If you was listening to it on the on your device, you would be able to hear it. So you would probably hear it on your tablet. But of course, you know, I was afraid that was going to happen. But we good. Thanks for coming through, my brother. I always appreciate you as usual.
You know how we do, man.
I do know how we do.
You know how we do. You know how we do. And we going to keep doing it till it can't be done no more. Love everybody in the chat. Enjoy yourself. If it's too hot tomorrow, stay hydrated, be safe. Make sure everything, keep your cats and dogs spaded and neutered. I just wanted to act like I was Bob Barker.
All right, thanks. I'll holler at you.
All right. Much love, everybody.
All right. All right. Yo, I hope y'all enjoyed listening to the show as much as I enjoyed broadcasting it to y'all. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. See y'all tomorrow. 1 a.m. Y'all know how we do. 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so I holler. Everybody except for you, Mr. Big Chungus. Big cornball. All right, hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all tomorrow night, 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you, each and every one. Holla. Peace. Please stop. All right, then.